We got Beth Daniel trips out the 6-pin for a strike. Dalton's attempt to hit spare is good. So he is still clean through 6. Naja after a strike, leaving a 9-pin. Dalton with a good shot in the pocket, ringing 7-pin. Naja makes her spare. So we got Frank Bohinnick. It's going to be up on lane 5. It's Dalton's attempt at his spare, 7-pin. And his spare is good. Frank Bohinnick with a turkey. He is looking for the ham bone, and he pulls that ball across the head pin. Looked like he was talking to Shane, saying that he's having trouble with his thumb, getting his thumb out of the ball. Again, this is game 3 for these boys and girls. Both 2 more after this before we'll stop for a break and a cut. Frank with another 4 spare. Naja's attempt is in the pocket. Just a little flat 10-pin. 6-pin went into the channel, just kind of later in. Have scores and standings after game 2 here momentarily. Naja misses her 10-pin. Shane converts on his spare. So after game 2, Corey Smith, she jumps into the lead for the ladies. Erin Lindauer is in second. Corey's at -74. Erin's at -96. Naja Owens, who is on this TV pair, is in third at -120. We've got, in the boys division, Lane Price shot a 202, and he jumps into the lead with a -15. Tyler Liverman is in second with a -24, and Eric Monaco is at -27 in third place. And on this TV pair, after shooting a 208 in the second game, Frank Bohinnick is in fourth. He's at -36. So you've got a couple of the bowlers in the hunt here on this TV pair to look out for. The boys division again, Lane Price is in the lead. Then Tyler Liverman is in second. Eric Monaco is in third. And Frank Bohinnick is in fourth. In the girls division, Corey Smith takes over the first spot. Erin Lindauer is in second. And Naja Owens, who just threw a strike there, is in third. Frank up in the 9th frame. He goes high after an open in the 8th. Leaves the baby split. Got Dalton Shipley up. He shot 158 his first game, 150 his second game. And he is over that in this game as that strike there. He has got a double in the 9th frame. So he's at 168 plus going into the 10th. Shane Walsh up on the left lane, lane 5. Shane shot 138, 139. And he's got 122 in the 8th. An open and leaves a tough spare here as he leaves the 1, 2, 4, 10. Naja, who is in 3rd place after game 2, leaves the 2, 4, 5. She had a strike in the 8th. Shane's attempt at a spare is good. Picks up the 1, 2, 4, 10. Naja shot 156 the first game, 124 the second game. She's at minus 120. Her attempt at the spare, and she chops off the 5-pin. Bethany Daniels goes Brooklyn and leaves a 9-pin. Frank Bohenik, after picking up the baby split, his delivery here in the 10th. He goes Brooklyn and strikes. Frank can go out for a 193. Bethany makes her spare. Frank hits second ball here in the 10th. Doesn't make the turn. He leaves the 1, 2, 10. 1, 2, 10 for Frank. Bethany with a strike here will shoot 143. Just because Brooklyn gets a 7 count. Frank whiffs on his spare attempt. Frank's going to shoot 180. Bethany shoots 140. Dalton Shipley up. He's crosses over the head pin, leaving the 8-pin. Shane Walsh's delivery, and it does not get to the pocket, leaves the 1, 2, 10. Dalton had a strike in the 8th and 9th as he comes into the 10th frame with the 9 count there. Dalton makes a spare. Shane with the open there. He shoots 146. Dalton's at 197. Strike here puts him at 207. Dalton goes a bit high, leaving the 410. Still a good game with a 205 for Dalton. So watching Naja Owens finish right here. Naja had an open in the 9th. Her score up until that point was a 123. She leaves the 1-2. She's at 131. makes this, puts her at 133, and a strike would be 143. Her attempt at the 1-2, and she misses. So she finishes with a 131. All right. So that is the conclusion of game 3 right there. Just to recap this pair, you had Frank Bohenik, who was in 4th place after game 2. He shot 180. He had Shane Walsh. He shot 146. We had Bethany Daniels. Shot 140. Dalton Ship with a 205. And Naja Owens with a 131. Next up on this pair, we're going to have Lane Price. Lane Price, Justin Walker. Jawan Taylor. And then we've got also Aaron Lindauer and Sean Fitzgerald will be next up on the TV pair. They are finishing up over on 1 and 2 before moving over here to 5 and 6. Again, coming up next on the TV pair, Justin Walker, Lane Price, Jawan Taylor, Aaron Lindauer, and Sean Fitzgerald. Those are the next group of bowlers that are up on your TV pair right here. Again, after two games, you had Corey Smith in the lead. Aaron Lindauer was in second, and Naja Owens is in third after 2 games. Game 3 is just finishing up, as we have some pairs still finishing game 3. In the boys division, you had Lane Price. He is the leader after 2 games. Tyler Liverman is in second. Eric Monaco in third. Frank Bohenik fourth. Chad Shipley in fifth. Getting ready to see Lane Price on this pair. He was the leader after game 2. He was at -15. He shot 183 and 202 his first 2 games. Also, Aaron Lindauer, she will be on this pair. She shot 159 and 145 her first 2 games. She is in second after 2 games. This will be game 4 that these bowlers are getting ready to start. After game 4, bowl 1 more game, and then they will have a slight break and cut as they tally scores. Again, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in on the web to watch live streaming video from Buffalo Lanes Carry of the Buffalo Lanes Junior Gold Qualifying Tournament. There will be 4 boys from this tournament that will go to the National Junior Gold Tournament this year in Las Vegas, Nevada. And we will be sending 1 girl to that tournament. These will be paid tournament spots. They'll just have to pay for their travel and all that. But this will cover their entry fee into the tournament. Last year, Buffalo Lane sent 6 bowlers. This year, just out of this one tournament, we will be sending 5 bowlers. All right, as the bowlers begin game 4, up on the left lane, you just saw Erin Lindauer. She's an 18-year-old bowling out Buffalo Lanes North. She's a freshman at NC State. Get ready to see Justin Walker up on the right lane. He's a 16-year-old bowling out Buffalo Lanes North. They both leave some nasty spares to pick up. Erin's got the 1-2, 8-10. Justin's got the 1-2, 7-8. Erin leaves the 8-10 with gives her an open frame off the start. Justin's attempt at his spare is good. Up on the left lane, you're going to see Sean Fitzgerald bowling out of Buffalo Lanes Cary. Goes to Cary High School. He's a 17-year-old. His first shot is good as the 5 sweeps over and takes out the 7. And up on the right lane, lane 6, you see Juwan Taylor out of Buffalo Lanes North. He's a 14-year-old. His first shot's just a bit out. He leaves the 1-2-4. Shaking his head like he did not like that one off of his hand. Justin Walker's up on the left lane. 16-year-old, goes to Franklinton High. And he leaves the 1-5. Juwan's attempt at the spare is no good as he leaves the 4-pin. Now you're going to see Lane Price. He was your leader after 2 games, shooting 183 and 202 for the first 2. We'll have scores after game 3 in a little while as they are tallying them and sorting the scores. Lane Price is a bowler out of Buffalo Lane South. Highest series is a 7-14. His shot goes Brooklyn. He leaves the 1-5. 2 odd leaves in a row. The 1-5 is not a very common leave. Juwan Taylor's delivery on lane 5. And he leaves the 8-pin. Something rolled across the deck and took out the head pin. Lane's attempt at the 1-5, he chops it, gets the 1. One of Juwan's big accomplishment is that he won one of the youth adult tournaments here at Buffalo Lanes. Funny thing about that story is that him and his father had left not thinking they had won the tournament, and we had to call them to let them know that they had won. Erin Lindauer's delivery there. She leaves the 4-7. She is a freshman at NC State. Lane Price leaves the 1-2-8. Erin's high game is a 234. She won a USBC scholarship. She wants to be a materials science engineer when she grows up. She's currently going to NC State and practicing with the NC State bowling team. Lane Price. His spare is good. Sean Fitzgerald, 17-year-old, Cary High School senior, hopes to go to Appalachian State. And a late tap on the 10-pin. He's got a double to start off game 4. Again, you're watching live streaming video coverage from Buffalo Lanes Carry, the Buffalo Lanes Junior Gold Qualifier Tournament. I'm Gerald Morrow. Thank you for watching. Shane Walsh, Justin Walker, excuse me, with a good ball in the pocket, leaves a ringing 10 pin. Aaron Lindauer up on lane 5. Misses inside target. Ball just goes Brooklyn, leaving the 5-9. Walker's attempt at the 10 pin. It's good. Aaron's spare attempt is no good. Juwan Taylor. He hopes to be a corporate lawyer when he grows up. If you'd watched our Elite Tour broadcast from our first Elite Tour tournament, you may have seen his father, Joey Taylor. He won the Gene Glasgow division. All right, we've got some scores after game 3. In the girls division, Corey Smith is still the leader at a -116. Aaron Lindauer, who is on this pair that you're watching, is in second at a -127. Ashley Brooks is in the third spot at a -163. Naja Owens is fourth. Rebecca Daniel is fifth. Bethany Daniel is sixth. And Lindsay Cox is in seventh. In the boys division, you've got Tyler Liverman. He's back in the lead. He is at -21. Eric Monaco is in second. He's at -22. Frank Bohenick is in third. He's at -56. And Lane Price, who is on this pair right here, who was the leader, has dropped down to the fourth spot after a 134 game. He is at -81. Remember, the top 4 boys will actually receive a paid entry to the National Junior Gold Tournament in Las Vegas, Nevada. Erin is about to be up on lane 6. Her first game was 159, second game 145, third game 169. She's currently second in the girls division with a -127. And a good shot there in the pocket, all 10 in the pit. Juwan Taylor, he had a 156, 125, and a 145. He is currently in the 16th spot, just out of the cut. Boys will have a cut after game 5. We'll take the top 12, which is half of the field. We've got 24 bowlers, 24 boys, excuse me. Sean Fitzgerald is currently in 14th after game 3. He shot 131, 143, and 158. He's at -168. Fitzgerald strikes. Juwan Taylor picks up his spare. We'll have some of these standings up, scrolling across the bottom of your screen momentarily so that you can see who the top 3 are in each division. Lane with the strike. All right. Scrolling across the bottom of your screen, you'll see the top three, and in both divisions, girls and boys. Right now we are currently in the 5th frame of game 4. Got Erin Lindauer and Jawan Taylor up. Erin Lindauer is on lane 5 on the left-hand side of your screen in the orange shirt. She's currently 2nd in the girls division. Sean Fitzgerald is up in the 5th frame. Had a strike in the 4th. He goes Brooklyn, leaves the 369. Lane Price, who's currently in the 4th position in the boys division at -81. His shot here and trips out the 6-pin late, leaving just the 5-pin. All right, picking up the action again in the 6th frame. Erin Lindauer up on lane 6. She goes Brooklyn and collapses the 5-pin for a strike after a open in the 5th. Justin Walker. His spare attempt is no good. Looking at Sean Fitzgerald. Wants to be a psychologist when he grows up. Good shot there. Leaves the 10-pin. Jawan Taylor goes Brooklyn, leaving the 3-pin. Fitzgerald's attempt at the 10-pin is no good. We've got Jawan Taylor. His attempt at the 3-pin is good. Justin Walker had 142 his first game, 146 second, 121 in the 3rd game. Currently in 20th place after the first 3. Had a mark in the 3rd frame and has had 3 opens. Lane makes a good shot. 6-pin taps the 10, but the 10 does not go. Lane Price is currently 4th in the boys division. He was 1st after game 2 and then had a 134 his last game and dropped him down to the 4th spot. So he misses the 10-pin. Jawan Taylor steps up. He enjoys skateboarding and video games. He's really not sure where he wants to go to college yet. His pitch spit out, leaves the 1-2-4. Erin Lindauer working on a strike. She leaves the 1-3. Jawan left a spare earlier and got the 1-2, chopped 1-2 off the 1-2-4. This time he covers it. Aaron Lindauer's spare attempt at the 1-3. And she chops the 3-pin. Lane Price hopes to be an engineer. He's currently attending Garner Magnet School. Loves to play the Xbox. He leaves the 2-4-10 there. Fitzgerald up on lane 5. Looks like he missed just inside target. He leaves the 1-3-8. Lane's attempt at a spare. He gets 2. Leaves the 10-pin. Excuse me, Sean left the 1-3-9. 1-3-9's Fitzgerald is attempting his spare at the 1-3-9. And he gets the 1-3 and leaves the back pin. Aaron Lindauer. Her ball's a bit out. She leaves the 1-3, 1-2-3, 4-5. Justin's ball doesn't face up to the pocket, and he leaves the 1-2-4. Aaron's spare attempt. It's no good. Walker's attempt at the 1-2-4 is good. Sean Fitzgerald is up in the 8th frame. Turn open in the last frame. Tough break there, leaving the 1-2-4-10. Fitzgerald doesn't convert his spare. Jawan, his attempt at the 1-2, and the ball skates by the head pin. Justin Walker hopes to be an athletic trainer when he grows up. He's up on lane 6, goes Brooklyn and carries. Lane Price. Just a bit inside mark, and he goes Brooklyn and leaves the 3-pin. Got Juwan Taylor up in the 9th frame. He's got 122 in the 8th with an open there. His attempt in the 9th. He goes Brooklyn with a strike in the 9th frame. Lane Price makes his spare. Got Aaron Lindauer. She started bowling when she was age 10, now age of 18. And her ball just never makes the turn. She leaves the 2-4-10. Lane Price, his delivery is a strike. And with a big strike going into the 9th frame. Looking to try to right the ship after dropping from 1st to 4th with a 134 game. Aaron gets the 2-4. Got Fitzgerald up in the 9th frame. Sean started bowling when he was 8 years old. And that one makes a good turn right to the pocket. So he has a strike in the 9th. Erin Lindauer up in the 10th. Her ball goes a little bit high. She leaves a 10 pin. Open in the 9th frame for Erin. She was right at 100 in the 9th frame. Justin's attempt here in the 10th. He goes Brooklyn, leaves a 5 pin. Erin makes her spare. Strike here, put her at 120 for this game. Justin makes his spare also. Erin shoots 120. Justin can throw a strike here for 143. Justin's final ball here on the TV pair is a 6 count. Sean Fitzgerald goes through the nose, leaving the 6-7-10. Justin finished with a 139. Juwan Taylor up in the 10th. All 10 back in the pit. First strike. Sean Fitzgerald's attempt at the 6-7-10. It's got a chance. Gets 2. So he finishes with a 133 for Sean. Juwan with a strike in the 9th and first ball in the 10th. Leaves the 1-2-7. Makes this, he shoots 169. Juwan gets 2. Juwan shoots 168 there. Got Lane Price. He's going to finish off his 4th game here. And he leaves the 1-2-4-5. Talking. Alexander Morgan will be up on the next pair, along with Corey Smith, and Lincoln Denning will be coming up on the next pair. Lane Smith does not convert his spare, so he shoots 151. All right, to recap the scores from this TV pair, we had Justin Walker, 139, Juwan Taylor, 168, Lane Price, 151, Erin Lindauer, 120, and Sean Fitzgerald, 133. Again, that is the conclusion of Game 4. So going into game 5 here on the TV pair, you're going to have James Dawkins, Justin Hodges, Corey Smith, Alexander Morgan, and Lincoln Denning will be up on the TV pair. Again, after game 3, your leaders were Corey Smith in the girls division and Tyler Liverman in the boys division. Those were your 2 leaders. Some of the pairs are still finishing up game 4, so as soon as we have those scores and standings for game 4, we'll let you know who is in the lead. This is game 5, final game before we stop for a short break, make a cut in the guys division, and we'll be taking the top 12 boys onto the second set of qualifying games, which will be 3 more games. So right now, after game 3, Scotty O'Neill is the cut at a -157. That was after game 3. Some of the pairs are still finishing up game 4. Again, thanks for tuning in to watch the Buffalo Lanes Junior Gold Tournament Qualifier. We are getting ready to start game 5. 4 games are in the book. Game 5 will be the final game before we have our cut. For the boys division, we will take the top 12. In the girls division, they'll take a short break. Both 3 more games. Out of this tournament, we will be sending 4 boys to the National Junior Gold Championship in Las Vegas. Buffalo Lanes will cover their entry fee only. And we will be sending 1 young lady to the tournament covering her entry fee. Girls division are bowling 8 straight with no cut. Winner of total pinfall after 8 games will win the spot to the National Junior Gold Championship in Las Vegas. Just because we only had 7 girls enter into the tournament, we couldn't do their format exactly like the guys. Guys are going to have 1 more game here. Cut. Top 12 will bowl 3 games. After that, we'll cut to the top 4. Top 4 will bowl a step ladder to determine a champion, but all 4 that make it to the step ladder will actually get paid entries into the National Junior Gold Championship in Las Vegas, Nevada. For those of you that are just tuning in or have stepped away, I'm Gerald Morrow, broadcasting live streaming video from Buffalo Lanes Carry of the Junior Gold Tournament Qualifier. Had a good turnout today with 24 boys and 7 ladies. Just running over the scores after game 3 as they get situated for game 5 here. 1 pair is just now finishing game 4. We'll have game 4 standings available as soon as possible. But after game 3, Corey Smith is in the lead for the ladies at a -116. Erin Lindauer is in second with a -127. Ashley Brooks in third with the -163. And rounding out the ladies, you got Naja Owens in fourth, Rebecca Daniel in fifth, Bethany Daniel in 6th, Lindsay Cox in 7th. In the boys division, after 3 games, you got Tyler Liverman, the leader, at a -21. Eric Monaco in 2nd at a -22. Frank Bohenick in 3rd at a -56. Lane Price in 4th, -81. And Zach McAdoo in 5th at a -86. That was after game 3. Picking up game 5 action, Corey Smith starts with a strike. James Dawkins leaves the 2-4 and misses his spare. We got Alex Morgan up on lane 6. He's a 17-year-old bowling out of Buffalo Lanes carry, and the ball got stuck on his hand as he shakes his hand. Up on lane 5, we're going to have Justin Hodges. He is also a Buffalo Lanes carry bowler. Been bowling at Buffalo Lanes carry for 2 years. Justin's first attempt here in the 5th game. Just never makes it back off the corner. Alex Morgan makes his spare. Justin Hodge starts off with an open as well. Up on the right lane, we're going to see Lincoln Denning, bowler out of Buffalo Lanes Irwin, the newest of the Buffalo Lanes centers. He's a 16-year-old. His first pitch is pretty good. Just a hair high, leaves the 4-pin. We got Corey Smith, her second ball of the match. Game 5 goes high. She leaves the 3-6. Lincoln Denning's attempt at the 4-pin. He at first appeared not happy with it, as he thought he had missed it, but the ball hooked over and he makes his spare. Corey chops the 3 off the 3-6. On the lane 6, we're getting ready to have James Dawkins. It's a Buffalo Lane South bowler. 17 years old, bowls at Middle Creek, goes to Middle Creek High School. He's a senior. And his ball is hair high, leaving the 3-pin also. Started with an open in the first frame as he left the 2-4 and missed that. James' attempt at the 3-pin as he spares it up. Alex, Buffalo Lanes carry bowler. Highest game's a 245. He goes to Carey Academy. He is a senior there. His attempt in the second frame, he leaves the 1-3-5. Got Justin Hodge up now. Hodges on the right lane. And he knocks out the 5s, just leaves the 10-pin. Morgan's attempt at the 1-3-5 is no good. Justin, his attempt at the 10-pin is all over it. So he makes his 10-pin. So we got Lincoln Denning up. He's out of Triton High School. He is an 11th grader. Corey Smith with a strike in the third frame. So she struck in the first and the third, open in the second frame. We should have the standings and scores after game 4 for you here momentarily. Just a reminder, the boys will cut to the top 12 after this game. Girls will take a short break and pick up with the guys and bowl the last 3 games. All right, we've got Lincoln Denning. He's up in the third frame on lane 6. Spare and an open, and that one is dead flush in the pocket. 10 back in the pit. He has a strike. Let's go ahead and give you some standings after game 4. After game 4, we've got Corey Smith, the leader for the girls. She is actually bowling on this pair that you are watching. She is at a -95. Ashley Brooks is in second at a -180. Erin Lindauer is at -207. She is in the third place for the girls. In the boys division, you got Tyler Liverman. He is at a -2 after shooting a 218 in his 4th game. Eric Monaco is at -43. He's in second. Frank Bohenick is in third at a -83. And you got Zach McAdoo in the 4th spot at a -85. Dalton Shipley is in the 5th spot at -126. If we jump on down to the cut, looking at the cut being Justin Hodges, he is in 12th spot currently at a -201. So if we cut right now, Justin Hodges would make the cut. We're finishing out game 5 to see exactly who is going to make it to top 12 to advance for the boys to the third round, or to the next 3 game set. Corey Smith is up, and she is current girl leader, and she makes her spare. She had an open in the second frame, started with a strike in the first frame, strike in the third, and a spare there in the 4th. So we got Alex Morgan up on the left lane, lane 5. He's currently in 21st position. We got Justin Hodges. As I said, he is actually the cut right now in the 12th spot at -201, and he picks off the head pin off the 124. So currently on this pair, you got Corey Smith, your girls division leader, and you've got Justin Hodges, who is actually at the cut line for the boys division. Looking at Lincoln Denning, he struck in the 3rd frame. Lincoln hopes to go to NC State in the future. He's only been bowling at Buffalo Lanes for about a year and a half, but he started bowling at Buffalo Lanes when he turned 15. His highest game's a 279. Highest series is a 683. Up on the right lane is your girls division leader, Corey Smith. Her ball goes high. She leaves the 610. Corey's a 14-year-old bowling out of Buffalo Lane South. Just moved to the area from the Orlando Kissimmee area. As we all know, that's where good old Walt Disney World is. Lincoln misses his spare. Corey's attempt at the 6-10. Corey actually competed in her first Junior Gold National Tournament back in July of '09, so last year was her first time going to the national tournament. Looking at James Dawkins. He's hoping to go to A&T when he graduates from Middle Creek. A&T does have a bowling team. Alex Morgan leaves the 1-3-6. James Dawkins leaves the 2-7-8, and something out of the pit knocks the 7. That is definitely not the textbook way to pick that one up, but it counts. Alec Morgan makes his spare. Right now we're about halfway through. We're in the 5th frame of Game 5. For the boys, there will be a cut after this game. For the girls, they'll take a short break. We'll bowl 3 more games after Game 5. Justin Hodges leaves the 1-2-4-7. Lincoln Denning. He likes to play baseball and watch NASCAR. His attempt hangs outside and he leaves the 1-2-4-7 as well. Hodges misses his spare. Lincoln is awaiting his spare attempt at the 1-2-4-7. As Corey Smith is preparing to step up on lane 5. Corey has had a big Game 4 as she shot 221 in Game 4. Lincoln's attempt at his spare, the 1-2-4-7, covers all of them. Corey working on a spare. She goes Brooklyn for a strike. Corey had games of 150, 176, 158, and 221 through 4 games. Up now we got James Dawkins. Likes playing the Xbox and PS3. His ball takes off on him. He leaves the 3-9. Alex Morgan. He goes Brooklyn, leaving the 3-pin. Dawkins' attempt at the 3-9 is good. Alex, his attempt, 3-pin is good as well. Looking at Justin Hodges, he is actually the cut right now. Going into Game 5, he goes Brooklyn for a strike. Justin had games of 139, 147, 129, and 184. He's at -201. Lincoln's pitch is Brooklyn, but it drops all 10. So he's got a strike in the 6th. Corey Smith is up in the 7th frame working on a strike. Coming off a big game in Game 4 with a 221. Ball never turns up to the pocket. She leaves the 1-2. James Dawkins. His ball kind of hangs outside there. Never makes it back. He leaves the 1-2-4. Corey Smith's spare attempt. She covers the 1-2. James Dawkins' spare attempt at the 1-2-4, and it does not turn up. That is an open for Dawkins. Alex, who had a triplicate, is one of his accomplishments, hopes to attend Appalachian State. He buries the pocket, all 10 in the pit, and there's a strike for Alex. Justin, this ball's a little light in the pocket. He leaves the 248. 248 for Justin. As Lincoln steps up here in the 7th frame, working on a strike. Lincoln inspires to be a pro bowler as he strikes there. He has a double. Justin misses a spare attempt. James Dawkins is getting ready to step up from Buffalo Lane South. Hopes to be a mechanical engineer when he grows up, going to North Carolina A&T. He goes Brooklyn, leaving the 5-pin. Corey Smith is in 9th grade at Garner High School. He's only been bowling at Buffalo Lanes a few months after moving here, but she's been bowling since the age of 5. She throws a strike there, and it only has an open in the 2nd frame, and it is definitely filling up the frames and trying to pull away in the girls' division. Alec Morgan crosses the head pin. He leaves the 5-6. James Dawkins' spare attempt at the 5-pin never turns up. Looks at his hand. It may not have come off his hand exactly as he wanted it. Alex has an attempt at the 5-6. Just enough room to get the ball in between there to get both of these pins. His attempt is good. Perfectly done. Right there is the 5-6 pickup. Justin Hodges goes Brooklyn, leaving the 5-pin. Justin attends Fuquay Varina High School. This is a 10th grader. We're looking at Lincoln Denning on the approach now. His delivery is square in the pocket, 10 back in the pit, and there's a turkey for Lincoln. Back to Justin's spare attempt at the 5-pin. Justin has a high game of 266. Only been bowling a couple years. James Dawkins. His ball goes way across the head pin, leaves to 139. Corey Smith stepping up, your current leader in the girls division in the 9th frame. He's got a strike in the 8th. And she swishes the pocket, gets a little pin action. She's got a double going into the 10th frame. James Dawkins makes his spare. Over on lane 6, you got Alec Morgan. He left 6-10. Justin Hodges on the left lane. The 1-1-2-2. 8-10. Alex makes his spare. Justin's attempt, he gets the 210 out of that. Again, this is game 5 of the day. And we'll have a cut after game 5 in the boys division. In the girls division, they'll take a break. And then they'll come back at both 3 games. Lincoln's delivery never turns up to the pocket. He leaves the 1, 2, 4, 10. Corey Smith here in the 10th frame. Ball skates through the break point, and she leaves the 1, 2. Again, game 5 right here. We're going to take a short break after game 5 and then come back. The final 3 games of qualifying after the cut for the guys and the final 3 games of qualifying for the ladies. Corey makes her spare. Corey's out 184 already. 1 ball left here in the 10th. She could shoot 194. James Dawkins misses his mark to the right. Corey Smith, your leader in the girls division, up here in the 10th frame. Final ball of the game. With a 7 count. She used a 2-4-5. She shoots 191. James Dawkins, his spare attempt in the 10th is no good. He shoots 129. Now we're looking at, just saw Alex Morgan. He left the 1-2-4-7. He is in the 10th frame. Justin Hodge up on. Justin leaves the 1-2-4-8. Alex attempt at his spare. And he gets his spare. Alex at 141. Plus going into his final ball, Justin with an open there. Shoots 106. Alex leaves a 6-pin, 9 count there. So Alex shot 150. And then we got Lincoln Denning. Lincoln Denning is your final bowler here on the TV pair. Again, we will take a short 30-minute break after all of the bowlers have finished game 5 after we post the scores. Lincoln's pitch is in the pocket. The 7-pin is stubborn, but finally goes. Lincoln can punch out for a 186. We will take a short break again after we post the scores for the cut. 30 minutes gives the bowlers a chance to grab something to eat before we begin our final 3 games, before we cut to the stepladder for the boys, and the final 3 games for the girls, as they will bowl 3, and the total pinfall leader will win the spot for the girls. Lincoln's ball is in the pocket again, and he leaves a ringing 10-pin. Again, after Game 4, your current leader in the girls division was Corey Smith. Lincoln makes his spare, and he is done with game 5. Shoots 176. So again, to recap this pair, we've got James Dawkins that shot 129. Justin Hodges, who was the cut through 4 games, shot 106. Corey Smith, the leader in the girls division, shot 191. Alex Morgan shot 150, and Lincoln Denning with a 176. Again, we will be taking a short break. Once we get the scores, we'll let you go, and then we'll pick up after that. So stick with us here as we wait on the scores. Again, you're watching live streaming video from Buffalo Lanes Cary of the Buffalo Lanes Junior Gold Tournament. And the bowlers, the format for today was 2 divisions. We're bowling 5 games. For the boys, we'll cut the field in half. Bowl 3 more games and cut to the top 4. For the girls, we'll bowl 5 games, taking a break with the guys. They'll come back and all 7 girls will bowl 3 games. Then for the ladies, they will not have a step ladder. The lady with the highest pin total after 8 games will win the spot to the National Junior Gold Tournament in Las Vegas, Nevada this year. Just sending 1 lady from this tournament. And in the boys division, we are actually going to send 4. 4 boys from this tournament will go to the National Junior Gold Tournament in Las Vegas. Buffalo Lanes will cover their entry fee. They'll just have to provide their expenses to make it out there to the tournament. So going over to standings in the girls division, you had Corey Smith, that was the leader, Ashley Brooks in second, Erin Lindauer in third. This is through game 4. Naja Owens in fourth, Rebecca Daniel in fifth, Bethany Daniel in sixth, Lindsay Cox in seventh. In the boys division, through 4 games, Tyler Liverman is your leader. He was at a -2. Eric Monaco in second, Frank Bohenek in third, Zach McAdoo in fourth. That's through 4 games. Dalton Shipley in fifth. Lane Price in sixth. Brandon Sherrod in seventh. Austin McGowan in eighth. Nick Sensoprano in ninth. Chad Shipley in 10th. Scotty O'Neill in 11th. And Justin Hodges was the cut after 4 games in 12th. People just out of the cut were Daniel Del Rossi, Jawan Taylor, Brian Woodard, James Dawkins, Sean Fitzgerald, Lincoln Denning, Justin Walker, Shane Walsh, Alexander Morgan, Jerome Firmstone, Cody McDaniel, and Brian Robinson. Those were the bowlers that are just under the cut line after 4 games. Still waiting on scores and totals from game 5. Then we'll give the bowlers a 30-minute break before they come back and bowl 3 more games. Boys cut to the top 4 step ladder so that we can have a winner, but all 4 boys going to the step ladder will receive a paid entry into the National Junior Gold Tournament. Again, thank you for watching live streaming video from Buffalo Lanes Cary. I'm Gerald Morrow. We'll be back momentarily with totals and the cut from game 5, so stick with us and we'll have those scores in just a few moments.
bowlers. After your first round of qualifying, your leader is Tyler Liverman with a plus 35. In second place is Eric Monaco with a minus 54. Third place, Zach McAdoo, minus 73. Fourth place, Frank Bohinnick, minus 127. Fifth place, Brandon Sherrod, minus 158. Sixth place, Dalton Shipley, minus 158. Seventh place, Austin Buckell-Wayne, minus 173. Eighth place, Brian Woodard, minus 188. Ninth place, Lane Price, minus 199. 10th place, Chad Shipley, minus 204. 11th place, Nick Sansobrano, minus 240. And your last qualifier in 12th place was Scotty O'Neill with a minus 242.
All right, those of you that have stuck around, we have the standings and scores after Game 5. Your current leader for the girls. Your leader for the girls is Corey Smith. She's at a minus 104. In the background, you're going to hear them announcing the cut to the bowlers and the parents that are here at the tournament. All right, all the girls will come back and bowl 3 more games. Corey Smith is your leader at 104. Ashley Brooks, or minus 104. Ashley Brooks is in second at a minus 189. Naja Owens is in third at a minus 265. Erin Lindauer is in fourth. Rebecca Daniel is in fifth. Bethany Daniels in sixth. And Lindsay Cox is in seventh. For the boys, your leader going into the last 3 games of qualifying is Tyler Liverman. He shot 237 in Game 5. That puts him plus on the day. He is at plus 35. Eric Monaco is in second. He's at minus 54. Zach McAdoo is in third. He's at minus 73. Frank Bohinnick is in the fourth spot. He's at minus 127. Brandon Sherrod is in fifth. He is at minus 158. Also tied for fifth is Dalton Shipley. He's at minus 158. In the seventh spot, we have Austin McGowan. He's at minus 173. Brian Woodard is at minus 181. Lane Price is in the ninth spot. He's at minus 199. Chad Shipley is in the 10th spot at minus 204. Nick Sansoprano is in the 11th spot at minus 240. And Scotty O'Neill is in the final spot, the 12th spot for the boys at minus 242. That is your top 12 boys that will come back in 30 minutes. They'll come back in 30 minutes and they will bowl 3 games and then cut to the top 4. Just out of the cut was Daniel Del Rossi, Lincoln Denning, Justin Hodges, Jawan Taylor, James Dawkins, Shane Walsh, Sean Fitzgerald, Justin Walker, Alex Morgan, Cody McDaniel, Jerome Firmstone, Brian Robinson. Again, thank you all for watching so far. We've got 3 more games to go for both the guys and the girls. All 7 girls come back. 12 guys come back. We'll bowl 3 more games. And at that point, the ladies' champion will be determined. Highest pinfall for the ladies will determine their champion. That's the 8-game total pinfall. Currently, Corey Smith holds your lead at a minus 104. For the boys, Tyler Liverman's in the lead coming into the final 3 games. After those boys bowl 3 games, they'll cut to the top 4. And what will happen is they will have a stepladder final, but all of the top 4 boys will receive a paid spot to the National Junior Gold Tournament in Las Vegas, Nevada, courtesy of Buffalo Lanes. We are going to take a break here. We're going to post these standings in their entirety and let them scroll. But we will be back with live streaming video coverage from Buffalo Lanes Cary in about 30 minutes, and we'll see you then.
later on sometime?
Yeah,
Put them on the website or something?
there'll actually be a link, and you can go back and watch them.
Oh, to the Ustream site?
Yeah.
But there'll be a